Today we are going to see how exactly to write the test script for sending SMS. Let us create a new class, send SMS, have a main method, click on finish. Let me copy paste the code which has desired capabilities and launching the SMS app. Okay, I'm copying it and pasting it here. Let us add the desired capabilities package and in here Android, Java, add throws exception, then add throws exception for your sleep. Now how exactly I got the package and activity? I used dumsys tool. Let me open the app now. Messages app. Okay, let me open the dumsys tool. Command prompt, it is adb shell. First type adb shell, then dumsys window, then windows, pipe symbol, grep m current focus. Hit the enter. You can see the package and the activity coming in. That is what is present in this place. If you see in here, if you see com.android.mms and com.ui conversation composer is the activity. So rest of all the same thing which we used from the initial examples. Okay, now how is the flow? I need to click on this particular edit box. So what do I need to do? Capture the screenshot. So when we are capturing, we should make sure that APM server is not running. Okay, let me capture the screenshot of the message. Okay, we are capturing the screenshot. Once we capture the screenshot, let us take the attribute of it. Which attribute can I take in here? There is no ID in here. Okay, so what do I do now? I will be using something called as XPath. Okay, for XPath I'm going to use class name, content desk and index. So three attributes I'm going to use. So the code would be driver dot find element by XPath open bracket double slash star open quotes, open square braces at the rate what it is index equal to 0. In single quotes it's 0, then close the square braces, then at the rate class equal to what it is, copy this, put it in a single quote, close it, then again at the rate we are going to use content desk. Okay, content hyphen desk equal to what it is, single quote, close quote. What action we need to perform? First I need to click on it. Okay, once I click on it, once I click in here, I need to enter the number and enter some message in here. So how do I go about? Again, obtain the screenshot, and select in here which attribute can I take? ID attribute. Okay, I would say driver dot find element by ID open quotes close quote. What do we do? Dot send keys. When we are sending, which number shall I send? I have a reference for it. Okay, I'm copying this number, putting into this line number 35. Okay, once I enter, what is the next part which I need to perform? I need to enter some data in here. Okay, what is the ID for it? It is the ID in here. Okay, I'm copying the respective attribute and putting inside the code. Driver dot find element by id open quotes dot send keys. Shall I type something like this? Hi students. Okay. Shall I concatenate? Shall I say slash n? It goes to the second line. Then again concatenate. Shall I say how are you? So once I send this, I need to click on this send button. Okay. Now what is the attribute for it? Copy this. Okay. Now shall I say driver dot find element by id open quotes close quote dot click. Okay. So let me put a synchronization point in here. After entering, let us wait for 3 seconds. After clicking also, shall we wait for 3 seconds. So what does the test case flow is? We are going to enter which number, that is 740 614 555 Here we are saying hi students. This is what we are going to pass it. Okay, what it is? Hi students. Then in the next line, we are saying how are you? In the next line we are saying how are you with the question mark. And we are going to click on this. We are going to click on this send button. We are going to click on this send button. Okay. Once I click on this screen, I'm not going to validate. So I need to go to a place where all the sent items are available. So I need to click on back button of my device. So how do I do that? Back button of my device. How do I click on the back button of my device? For that, you have a code driver dot send key event. You need to say driver dot send key event. Inside this, you need to pass in Android key code. Android key code dot back. Android key code dot what it is? You need to say back. Once you click on that back, you'll go to a place where all the items are shown. So in this place, I need to find whether this is my expected result. So shall I hardcode the expected result at the top? Shall I say like this? What it is? String exp underscore result equal to what is the number? What is the number which we are passing? This is the number. Paste it. Shall I say so expected result is concatenate with exp result. Okay. Now once you click on the back, we are coming into this place. So to get this output, right, let me obtain the screenshot. Let me take a screenshot. Okay. To select this, can I take this ID from? Okay. So I can say what is the resource ID? It is ID from what is the class name? Text view. All the other things are different things. So supposedly if I go to the second message, what is the resource ID we have? Again it's the same thing. If I go somewhere here, what is the ID? Only thing which is getting changed is with respect to text. So in this case, how will I take my output? When all the elements are having the same attributes, you can use something called as find elements. Okay, so elements having same attributes. Okay, what we are going to use? We are saying driver dot find elements by id. When you say find elements, what is the resource id? This is the resource id. All the elements have the same id. Open quotes close quote. semicolon, control 1 enter. If you do, it has been put into a list. So shall I say element underscore message container. Okay, so it has been written to a list. When you say elements, it will be a list of web elements. Can you see? It is all the list. Okay, list is the collections. Okay, list is a collections, and array underscore message count, we can say that as a array. Okay, shall I say this? So if I put array underscore dot size, if I give that size, what will be the size? It will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9. It will show as 9. So the size of an array, it is basically, it is going to showcase us what is available inside the screen. So how do I take my output? In this case, my message is at the top. Okay, now supposedly another message comes in. What I'll do is I'll send myself a message. Shall I just say, send across the message to office itself? I'll just say hi, click on send. I'll just say back. Can you see in here now? It gets associated to this list. So now office 2 is also associated to the list, but what will be the size? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Size is 9, but what is the index? When we say list, it is all these elements are taken into a list. The first list, this will called as zeroth index. 0, first index, second index, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, so this is with respect to the index. And what is this list is called as? It's called as array underscore message count. We have named the list as what? Array underscore message count. Okay, when it is size, what will be the output? It is 9. Where is our element? It is in the index 1. This is index 0, this is index 1. Okay, so how do I go about? Shall I start writing the for loop for what it is? Int I equal to what? 0. Then shall I say I less than, what is the size? Because we are using less than because it's an array, it starts with 0. Then I plus plus. This is called as initializer, this is called as the conditional check, this section is the incrementer. Okay, open quotes, open bracket. Okay, now how will I print the output? For that, how will I get the message? How will I get the output of this each element? For that, shall I say sys, what it is? Array name, array underscore dot, what it is? Get of what? I. Get of I is index dot I dot, what it is? Get text. So if at all we are going to take this output office 2, how do I represent? Array underscore message count dot get of 0 dot get text. Get of 0 dot get text will give me office 2. Same way it is looping. Get of 1 dot get text will give me what? This output. Get of 2 will give me this output. Get of 3 index will give me this output. Okay, it is the identifying this element dot get text will be giving me this output. Okay, now how will I say whether something is pass or fail? If condition. Okay, if shall I say element underscore get of I dot get text, what it is, dot equals to what? If it is equal to exp result, then what it is, we should be saying sys shall I put a bracket? Okay, shall I say sys pass, else what it is, sys fail. Okay, now shall we execute? What are the sys which we are expecting? How many sys it will print? It will print all the 9 text. If it is matching, it will say pass, else it is fail. Okay, now do we really want to continue the loop once it is matching? Once it is matching, do you really want to continue the loop? So in which section it gets matched? In this section, if it gets matched, it should go out of the loop. So what we are saying, break. We are putting a break statement there. Now shall we execute? I'll start the APM server. Then launch now. So console log level debug has come in. Now right click, run as Java application. Closely observe. It should launch the app. Then click on the edit button. That is the first action which will be performed. Can you see it has launched the app? It should hit the edit button and enter the number. It should enter the number. Then it should enter hi students. In the next line it should enter how are you. Click on the send button. Once it clicks on the send button, we wait. Then click on the back button. Okay, it gets validated and the result is pass. Okay, so in this case, closely observe. Since we send the message, the result is pass because get of 0 dot get text and it is showing the result as pass. Everything is fine. Now closely observe. I am sending another message. I want the correct logic. I am sending the another message. Shall I say hello and click on the send button? Okay, I'll hit the back button. Another message is sent. Now if I execute the code only for this particular screen, once you send the message, there might be the new messages which might be coming up. Okay, supposedly now I comment all the other code, only execute this part of the code. So what do? Let me comment from this place, from line number 39 till here I am commenting. Control slash, you can select and say control slash, it will get commented. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just executing this part. Let me stop the APM server. Okay, start the APM server. Now what exactly our code is going to do? It will open the map. Basically it will open the message. Then in this area, in the message container area, it will collect all the things and it will validate and give the result. Last time it was pass. Now a new message has been sent in here. Okay, let us see how exactly my results will be shown on the console. Okay, now APM server is up and running. I am going to execute. Okay, let me just close this app as well. Now right click, run as Java application. Okay, it should launch the app and it should validate the list. Our expected result is having the number 740 something. Okay, so it has launched the app. It should collect the things inside the list and it should validate and give us the result. Okay, now can you see the result which has been little bit different? Last time it was purely pass because our message was sent, our message was at the top of the list, zeroth index. So it happily gave, it has found that element and break out of that for loop and it gave the result as pass. Now strange thing is we have sent the new message and now if you see the result, expected result is this number, size is 9, size is 9, and can you see the first CISO of this part, zeroth index is office 2 and it is getting validated and what is the output we are getting? Fail. What is the output we are getting? Fail. And the second output is our message, okay, and it is getting matched and the output is what? Pass. It is breaking out of the loop. Okay, now can you think, to our manager do we give this results and all? Do we say the validation was also done and it was fail? Now ideally I should get only this part. Ideally I should get only the pass message. The earlier validation result and all I should not get. It should not be displayed. So what should I do in that case? Okay, the first thing I can do is, okay, I don't want this CISO, comment it, it is fine. But even if I comment this, if it gets executed, first it will display my output will be fail, and again the second display will be pass. So how will I control fail now? How will I control fail now? For that, let us use a logic of flag. Shall I create a variable called as flag? Okay, I'll say int flag equal to 0. It means it is not matching. It is not matching. So if int flag equal to 0, which line of code is saying it is not matching? Line number 71. Shall I say flag equal to 0? I am assigning a variable flag equal to 0. It means it is not matching. So in this place, in line number 66, what can I do? I can say flag equal to 1 because both the things might be matching. So outside this loop, once we break out of the loop, shall I validate in here? I'll be validating here if what it is, flag, if flag equal to 1, then say what? Syso pass, then else what it is? Else say syso fail. Else say syso fail. Okay. Now shall we execute? What is it doing now? It is controlling our unnecessary display of the result of the earlier validation. So if it is matching, we are putting a value called as flag equal to 1. If it is not matching, this is for matching, this is for not matching. We are putting this variable a value. Okay. So based on that, based on the variable value, we are displaying as pass or fail. Now, what will be the output? It will have expected result, this 9, and only either pass or fail. Unnecessary things won't be displayed. Shall we execute? Let me stop the APM server. Start the APM server. I've reset the things. It got closed. Okay. Now let us execute. Now right click. In this case, again I am telling you, all the things are commented. We are just validating the list. Okay. Now right click, run as Java application. Closely observe. It will launch the message app and the list is available. First message is office 2 message and second message is our message. So we are validating without displaying unnecessary values. Can you see in here? Now if you see in here, expected result is this part which is hard coded and based on the test cases. that is size is 9, and can you see in here it is pass. Even if my message goes somewhere here also, this flag will be what when it is getting validated? 0. Okay, the other some other message, if it is there, the flag will be 0. If some other message is there, flag is 0. If some other message is there, flag is 0. If my message is somewhere here, flag will be what? 1. Then it breaks out and gives the respective result. Okay, so let me summarize from line number. What I'll do is I'll uncomment as well. Now I'll uncomment the things. I'll uncomment, control slash, once again highlight and control slash, it will get uncommented. So from line number 20 till line number 32, we are launching the message app. From line number 36, 37, it is the expected result as per the test case. From line number 39 till 50, we are entering the values of the number, we are entering the text, click on the button, we are going to use the back button, Android key code dot back. Then once we line number 54 till 67, we are taking the list out. This is the most important part of this. All the rest of the things are pretty straightforward. What we have done, we have used find elements, we have put it in a list. Okay, list is a collections. Okay, in that, so to work across the different scenarios, if my message is at the first or if my message is at the last, any of that scenario, so what do? We have put the flag equal to 0, and we have traversed across the loop because we have the size. Once we know the count, the only loop which we are going to use is the for loop. It is the best way to approach it. Okay, and we are finding the condition get 0 of get text based on the condition whether flag is 1 or not. Then finally we validate from line number 79 till 87, we are validating, and at last you can close as well. So how will I close the close app? You can say driver dot quit. Finally close. Okay, let me save it. In previous section we used, that is in previous section of the video, we used normal for loop for sending the message. I mean to see what all the elements of the message which was available in the list. To collect that information we used normal for loop. Okay, now let us discuss how to write the for each loop. So from line number 16 till here I'm going to remove it. So what exactly we had in this section? We take the size, we had the initial flag stating it as 0 for the mismatch. So the normal for loop had some condition. We are checking the actual result and the expected result. We are putting the flag conditions based on the matching and not matching. So we are going to remove this. Now instead of normal for loop, okay, we are going to write what? For each loop. Okay, for each loop is very interesting. Okay, now for each loop, right, the syntax is you need to write for loop. Okay, you need to say data type, then reference variable inside, colon means inside, inside an array, inside an array, that is what it says. Okay, so you would have seen generally we write, how exactly we write data type, say I equal to 10 something. Okay, so data type is what? Integer. Reference variable is what? I. Okay, this is value. So generally we represent data type and the reference variable like this. So same way for each loop, there is no keyword as such for each we write like in VB script and all those places. We are just going to write for for loop. Okay, in this case, line number 54, this section that is within the tags, right, is called as a data type. If it's a string here, we are going to put a string. Now in this case, it's a web element. In this place, if it is integer, we'll put integer. In this case, if it is double, we put the double. So what kind of data type we have? Web element data type. So we put web element data type. Okay, so reference variable, shall I say LE? Colon is nothing but inside an array. What is an array? What is represented here is the array. So this is called as for each loop. So web element is what? It's a data type. Reference variable is LE, and what is the array? Colon means see inside the array. So it's as good as representing like this. That is what is done here. For each loop contains what? It has in. Inside what? An array. See inside an array. So hereafter reference variable will be looking into the list. So let me just open it. Message device. Message. Okay. Can you see our messages in this place of index what? 0, 1, 2. Index 2. Now how do I take each value out? So we have written the for each loop. So how will I take each value or each element value out? Okay. So shall I say syso? You can take the element. You need to say le dot get text. Le dot get text will give you each element value with their text out. So how will I validate? Last time how did we validate? Okay, we say element dot get text dot what it is equal to what? Our expected result. Where is our expected result? Line number 36. In line number 36, we copy that, put it in this place. Then what do? We assign the flag value. Flag equal to what? It is 1 if it is matching. Then else what it is? Then what do? Put the semicolon. Else, open bracket, we say flag equal to 0. It means what? Not matching. Okay, shall we execute now? Let us stop the APM server, clear it, start the APM server. Let us close the app. Okay, let us execute. Based on that we can discuss. Run as Java application. You should be getting 3 sysos. Now app is open. It should close the app, relaunch the app. Expected result is displayed. Now it should display 3 values and say pass, because syso each time it will take this value, second time it will take this value, third it is matching with the expected result and breaking out of the loop. In flag equal to 1, it is displaying as pass. So what are the important sections which we are talking about? Line number 20 till line number 31. Line number 32, we are launching the app. Here line number 34, 36, 37, we have the expected result as per the test case. From 39 till 51, we are clicking on the button, editing the numbers and sending across the message. From line number 54, 55, we collect the message content, put it in a list. This time we are using for each loop. For each loop, the syntax is data type, reference variable and the array. We put the respective variable name. Any variable name you can give. It's not only LE, you can give any name. Your name also is fine. So based on the validation, you will set the flag value, and in this place from 83 till 91 we are validating with respect to the flag values. Okay, this time we have used for each loop. So let me summarize. So from line number 20 till line number 32 we are launching the message app. From line number 36 37 it is the expected result as per the test case. From line number 39 till 50 we are entering the values of the number, we are entering the text, click on the button, we are going to use the back button, Android keycode dot back. Then once we have, we line number 54 till 67 we are taking the list out. This is the most important part of this. All the rest of the things are pretty straightforward. What we have done, we have used find elements, we have put it in a list. Okay, list is a collections. Okay, in that, so to work across the different scenarios, if my message is at the first or if my message is at the last, any of that scenario, so what do? We have put the flag equal to 0 and we have traversed across the loop because we have the size. Once we know the count, the only loop which we are going to use is the for loop. It is the best way to approach it. Okay, and we are finding the condition get 0 of get text based on the condition whether flag is 1 or not. Then finally we validate from line number 79 till 87 we are validating, and at last you can close as well. So how will I close the close app? You can say driver dot quit. Finally close. Okay, let me save it.